Hey everybody, welcome back to another demo review. Today we have the German player Koonski. He's a channel member of mine, so that's why he's getting his demo reviewed. It's $3.99, one-time payment, or monthly if you want it demo reviewed every month. But I will review your demo. If it's good enough, I'll post it on the channel. If it's not good enough, won't post it on the channel. If you want it guaranteed, post it on the channel. It's $8. I know it's a bit pricey. It's okay. Don't worry about it. If you don't feel interested in either of those, then please feel free to leave a comment, add me on Discord, add me on Steam, send me any kind of question that you have. I will try to get back to you. As many of you know who've already messaged me, I do message back. And, you know, any sort of questions you have, please feel free. So he has about 2,500 elo. This is a very high level Faceit game, so obviously everybody in here is level 10. He says that I already watched it myself, so I can see the differences between the things that I noticed and the things that you notice. I played it on EU Faceit free queue. Everybody in this game were solo queue, so it's a pretty even playing field. I'd agree with that. And he sends me his Faceit stuff. I ask him if he has any more questions, and he says, nope, just watch the damn demo. So that's what we're going to do, watch the damn demo. So he went for a nade to flash his setup. He's going to flash his teammate into apps, but instead they're already coming out mid, so he's going to flash over mid. Very good use of his flash right there. He gets an assist off of it, actually. That second flash, though, probably not the best idea. I mean, it could go either way. The second flash, as you can see, none of his teammates are alive that are towards mid. The connector player's in jungle. The cat guy is under arch, and the window guy is actually dead. So that flash didn't really do anything besides slow the T's down a little bit, which, I mean, could help since he's rotating over, but I would rather see him hold on to that flash for a later time. So we hear some jump towards window. Here's some miss the jump, actually. And then one finally makes it. He's a little shaky. Very good use of the nade. Does probably like 30 damage, 40 damage off of that. Nice shot right there. Nice shot right there. And here's the guy in ladder. Doesn't react to it at all. It's okay. It's a 3 versus 1. Should be an easy round win. Obviously, this guy has very high quality aim. His crosshair placements, alright. I haven't seen too much of it to make a fair judgment on it. So he's going to buy MP9, head armor, kit, and nades right here. This should be pretty alright. He was going to line up another flash for his teammate to get into apps, but once again, he hears people going mid, so he flashes over. As you can see in the upper right, he has 2 flash assists so far from that, and he's immediately rotating over. I really like the way that he's playing B right now. He throws another nade and catches another guy off guard. Same angle. Gets a little bit cheeky there, a little bit over-aggressive, I understand. He has the MP9, he's going for it. Probably not the best to take that long-range fight, obviously, but I could see what he's doing. He's going to grab another gun as well. He tossed the MP9 in the air, he's just crossing over. So, yeah, he died there. Yeah, he didn't have to die there, but it's not too bad of a mistake. The only thing that's bad about that is that he lost $1,400 of the armor and the kit. Everything else he was either used, the util he used, or the MP9 he was going to upgrade anyway. So that's the only downside to dying right there, but it's not too much of a downside. So he upgrades to the M4 here. Like I was saying in the previous round, if he hadn't died, he would be able to afford a kit right here, and he'd probably have about $1,000 more in the bank. Actually, $1,400. To be exact, and he would have been able to buy more util than a single flash. So he flashes over for himself just to get into ladder room. He didn't want to peek mid right there, which is perfectly fine. That flash was just to flash anybody off the chair angle, so he was able to cross into ladder room. Very good idea. Now he's just going to jiggle this, make sure that nobody's crossing over there. He's going to hold a bit more of an aggressive angle. Now they're down 4-5 in like the numbers game. He knows that they've taken mid very aggressively the last couple rounds. He has a teammate die right there. He's going to quickly rotate over. I wonder if he dies to the underpass guy. He gets a little spooked. Ooh. So his problem right there was that he had a teammate die on A, so he was like, you know, clicked in his head, I need to rotate to A. Instead of going back around market, even though he had another teammate on A, so he could take his time a little bit, alright. Instead of going back around to market, he decided to go through cat, which is an okay play. Alright, except he went through ladder room, which means he had to break the vent. So with that, it's unfortunate because if there's anybody else like bottom mid, which he didn't know, or if there's anybody top mid left side, which he didn't know, they now know exactly where he is, and they can easily kill him because they have the information. If he would have pushed up cat there, he potentially could have got the 2K on the guys running up cat that just peeked top mid that ended up killing him, and because the underpass guy probably wouldn't have been able to see him. But he needs to take his time just a little bit more, maybe walk just a little bit more. Again, you still had a teammate alive on A. I understand a teammate died, but retaking a site is not a bad idea. So he's going to decide to stack A right here, not a bad play. Also, this setup on CT side is a very good setup. You have one guy who bought a scout, no armor. He can tag people for 70. Now the rest of the team has pistols, and they can just easily kill the people that now have 30 HP because the scouter hit them. So this is a very good idea. Pros use this strat. I'm not surprised that it is found in this higher level Face It game. So he didn't see anything on A. He's going to rotate over to B. One of his A players just got a kill, and his A player then died. He is now regretting rotating all the way over to cat. If he would have stayed A, he may have been able to get a trade. But so he sees the guy, he knows that he has to go for this fight. He's going to wait till he can maybe catch the guy off guard, hits him for 50. It's not the worst play. Once again, it's a full save. They're just going to stack window here, and I'll crouch. Hopefully get a pick. I like this angle from him. This is a very, it's not super unexpected, but it's a nice off angle. Can affect the opper. So they get the first kill there. They didn't expect a second guy to swing out, which is reasonable considering the first guy must have seen the 4 people sitting in window. But that doesn't mean to get antsy. You just have to wait another couple seconds. The guy swung out. You may have been able to dink him if you had a more steady movement. You had better aim. Yes, I said that. You know, it's not the worst. It's okay. You only had USP. Just small little errors. So you like to buy head armor here. It's understandable. You don't know if they might bring out a Mac 10 or anything, and that nade or flash that you're going to get isn't, well, that you could have gotten instead of the armor, isn't going to make too much of a difference. Right there, he just heard people going underpass, but instead he elects to stay towards B. The problem with this is that he has 2 players in connector, and they're about to completely, well, attempt to take mid or hold mid from just the 2 people in connector. Having that third person cat can be very pivotal, and he can help out a lot. He also has a smoke. He can make a self play, smoke off some sort of part of underpass so that maybe the connector players could have a better swing out on the people that are mid. He just needs to stay towards mid here. His teammate is jump spotting apps. He has no reason to believe that anybody's in apps right now. Helping out mid would be very nice. His teammate in connector just got a kill and is now dead. Unfortunately, he isn't able to trade him out because once again he's staying towards B. He's going to re-smoke that for his teammate who got into apps. Wasn't super necessary for him to throw that smoke. Again, his apps guy has yet to see anybody. It's alright. Like, it's not, these aren't like round losing plays that he's doing, but it's just small little things. He's holding the window boost, which is a good idea. Tags the guy for 50, but also gets tagged down to 50. And he falls off. So now they don't have any window control. Oh, they do. There's a guy in there. But he's going to rotate towards CT here. He has a guy pushed through all the way into Palace. Now that Palace guy should stay towards a site. Him getting all the way through Palace isn't going to help too much. He can cut off the T-spawn rotate, but he doesn't know if anybody's in ramp. So that just a little heads up, pushing all the way through Palace on CT side, probably not the best idea. You might want to just stay in the front of Palace. Now him swinging bottom connector there, not the worst. He might have wanted to shoulder peek it just to see if anybody's there, because if there is somebody there, it's pretty likely that they're holding triple ticket area, so it's not a surprise that he died there if somebody was there, so he may want to just jiggle it next time. So this round he hears people in apps, so he's going to get ready. He only has a scout. I don't know how he plans to do this. He flashed himself mid. He knows that he has to now go back towards B since his guy just died, his teammate. This is not the proper swing. The proper swing would have been to stay behind the angled peak, technically. Would have been to stay behind the arch and just, scope in, maybe tag him when he crosses, maybe take out the pistol later on. But swinging this far with the knowledge that there's a guy in apps who just killed your teammate probably isn't the best idea. I'm assuming you die right here. Ooh, you get away from it, and you stay aggressive. I like that play. I like bringing the fight to him. Since you have a lesser weapon, you probably have to go for it. It's now a 1 versus 3. You know that one of them's dinked, so one of them is easily shot with the scout. You might be able to get the headshot here. This is a very nice headshot angle for you. It kind of favors you, actually. But they're rotating towards A right now. He has no knowledge about this. Nice shot. Real nice shot. Good idea holding the CT push. He knows that one's still dinked, and he knows that it's the opper. So he picks up the AK. He flashes into rat hole. Gets the opper. Great flash. Great use of it as well. I'm surprised the guy didn't turn away, considering you can hear it bounce off the wall. He doesn't have a kit, so he has to kind of rush this, and he does get the flick down to the guy. So because the first 2 people that he killed, and including the opper that he saw earlier in the round, they didn't hit a shot on him, that left him with 100 HP. Now, in a gunfight, that is very, very important. The difference between, having 70 HP or 100 HP, that's 1 to 2 shots that the enemy now doesn't have to land on you because you're already hit down. So, in that example, the guy that he shot at didn't have as much HP as him. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly. He didn't have as much HP, so when he was flicked over and took that gunfight, although the guy under Balk had the first shot on him, Koonski had the better aim, so he was able to finish him off and get the round win. And he finished with 8 HP, which if he was tagged earlier by the guy in apps that pushed through, probably would have been dead by now. So they're going for 2 underpass, 3 top mid. Because he took time to line up the flash, he doesn't know if anybody is in kitchen, he doesn't know if anybody's pushing underpass. Now he might get lucky right here and hear somebody pushing underpass because they're taking their time. But no, they're walking underpass. He knows that there's one there, he just killed his teammate. And they have Deeg. So he's going to play nice and passive here. He's waiting for the angle for the guy to jump back up on the bench. He hears him get into apps and run all the way back towards T-spawn. Now there is a guy bottom connector here, and he does get timing just a bit. He doesn't see him, but the bottom connector guy does go for the fight. Koonski's playing a little bit scared. Alright, good use of the nade. Very nice use of the nade, but after you throw that nade, it wouldn't be the worst idea to have a teammate flash over onto mid or something, if available, and just take a fight. You can easily end the round there, but on the flip side of that, you don't have a teammate to trade you out. So you want to, not play super aggressive, but also not play super passive, but understand your positioning. It's a very hard thing to balance all at once. Maybe getting into ladder room there would have been a good idea. Maybe break the vents so they think that you're watching from nest, but then go back through cat so they're looking the wrong direction. Could have been an idea. But instead he's going to play it safe, which is not a bad idea. Once again, it gets amazing timing, hearing the guy jump into window and then fall off. He thinks that the guy's in there because the sound cues that the guy made. But now they're going to push up cat here. One guy just ran in underpass up to apps, and then you got 2 people walking up cat. Now the palace guy once again pushed all the way through palace, but he's in T-spawn. So he knows that they cannot be A unless they're ramp, which by now they probably would have come out, so probably not A. So this looks like a pretty nice secured round for the CTs, but it's taking longer than it could have. Now both the cat guys got into ladder room, and now the guy who pushed all the way down from T-spawn rushed it, completely annihilated his whole surprise of flank kind of thing by just running after him, and died. So now the T's have kind of control of the map. They really get to determine where they want to go. He heard the guy in snipers with the op. Luckily his teammate gets the kill there. He gets lucky once again that the opper missed his shot. He didn't expect the guy to jump out and mark it, like that. But, it's okay. It's okay. Round got a little close. Window guy dead, so what is he going to do? He's going to try to take some mid control. Here's a guy in kitchen. And that stops you for a second. You're wasting time because you get sound info, alright? You heard the guy kitchen. So you spun around, but then you're like, nah, I should probably help out my connector player with cat, and then you ran back. So that was a second wasted. If your connector player died right there, you would already, like, with that second wasted, you would already be peeking connector right now, bottom connector, and you would be able to get that trade or even help out with that kill if your connector player hadn't cleanly killed him. Missed the shot. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. Once again, mid player dies. You might want to tell him to stop going for the peak so aggressively, especially considering he had a FAMAS. But they do have pistols. Your B player is playing B very well. Well, he just got dinked down to 30. I'd be a little bit nervous. Maybe pick a nice angle to play off of. That smoke was... Throwing that smoke isn't too useful there. And it's actually a bit risky because if they were to swing out earlier than that, you don't know how close they could be. They could just one-tap you and have complete sight control since everybody else is pretty far. You kind of need to pick a spot and stick to it. You had a lot of different options and spots you could go to there, but instead you kind of hovered around arch and then went back sight as soon as they started to come out. You could have gone bench there, which is a very powerful angle. You could have gone empty pillar there, another very powerful angle. One guy jumped out, you know that. That's okay, you get the one, and you tag the other guy for 60. So you didn't throw any flashes. I don't think you had any, so that kind of makes sense. But you're going for a very aggressive mid-peak. This could actually work very well for you. You saw the legs cross back left side mid, so you went for the spray. I don't think going for the spray right there is the best idea. Personally, what I would do is I would continue to walk up cat, considering I had a guy window. Just say, hey, window guy, can you hold it for me? Just cover me, shadow me, even. You have a guy bottom connector that can trade you out if anything happens, but getting that aggressive play mixed into everything isn't that bad of a play. So you're kind of out in the open here, one flash, and you're dead, basically. But I think you should be able to catch somebody off guard, get the kill. You tag him for 50, and then you dink the other guy. Honestly, kind of a lucky dink there. And you're kind of falling back on your aim a lot of the times to get you out of dicey situations. You do a decent amount of damage there. Once you see that you can't kill the connector guy, you either need to swing out or you need to fall back. And instead, you kind of did the in-between of, I'm not sure what to do, and so they swung you, and you died. So you were on a dig, you got armor, one of your teammates has an op, finally gets that mid-kill, and then he dies immediately. So, you know the op is down nest, you can quickly go into ladder right now, recover it, and then regain mid-control potentially. But instead, you're going to hover towards B because, once again, you heard the guy go underpass. It seems like you also hear the guy in kitchen. So I was going to say, it seems like you get confused a little bit with that sound cue, but no, you heard the guy in kitchen. A teammate grabbed the op, but now he's dead. You know that they can jump into window now, so you quickly rotate over. You don't hear anything, so you're going to assume that it's clear. Your teammate just saw bomb and apps. You need to realize that. Or at least try to recover the op if that's in window. So it looks like you're going for the op right here. And there's a guy in ladder camping it. That's okay. Classic USP, a mid push. One guy there. Price is honestly pretty nuts. Like, he just completely annihilated the guy with an AK. Awkward angle. You shouldn't have fallen. I bet you accidentally fell. It's okay. Happens to the best of us once again. Let's see, second to last round of half. If you win this, you have money. If you lose this, you have to have a really bad force buy. You hear both of them going underpass. You heard them going underpass. You need to go towards mid. Why is my game tilted? Why the hell did this happen? What did I do? Why did it all of a sudden become tilted? I'm going to have to restart it. Damn it. Alright, I fixed my game tilting. No worries about that. It's kind of like getting a headache, and I was like, man, what the hell's going on? But no, it's literally just slanted. I don't know why it does that. If anybody has a fix for that, let me know. It hasn't happened too recently, but obviously it happened, so let me know. A guy dies, he rotates towards mid. He knows that they could jump into window. Luckily, he catches the guy off guard there, considering he walked through a smoke. Probably wasn't the best idea from that guy walk through that smoke. He re-smokes window off. Not a good idea. He just saw somebody walk through that smoke. He knows that somebody else might just walk through that smoke. I would rather see him use that smoke for bottom connector or for him to smoke off palace so he doesn't have to worry about that angle. So he doesn't even consider the idea that there could be a guy in window right there. He just completely rotates to B, which kind of makes sense. He sees bomb guy there, but he doesn't know that he's about to get flanked. The T is about to get that kill. Yeah. Kind of rough. Your aim didn't bail you out there. I would have waited for your teammate before taking that peek. So last round and a half, like I was saying before, they lost, so they have to have a really kind of shit force buy. He has head armor and scout and P250. Has a guy die on A, but he has a guy push through ramp, and that ramp guy should be able to get a kill right about now. Oh, never mind, they're having a little gunfight. Your connector player is now dead. That ramp guy is going to get pinched big time, so you rotate over. But you're still worried about apps. Your teammate said that he saw one because he's jump spotting. Nice shot right there, but your teammate goes down now that the guy is stuck in apps. He never jumped out, but you think that he did, and that miscommunication from your teammate is going to lead to your death. So let's see. You finish first half, top of the scoreboard, not top in frags, but top in ADR, I'm assuming. Let's see. What can I? There we go. Yep, top in ADR, 92 ADR, not too shabby. 50% headshot percentage. You've been putting in work. Your rotates have been a little bit slow. Some of your peaks have been a little bit, it's alright. Your aim bailed you out here and there. You haven't really made an aggressive play besides if it's like a team push top mid with pistols or something like that. Let's see how you fare on T side.